Fun. Fun. Are you there?
Hello, teacher.
Hello. How are you today, Pan? Good evening, by the way.
I'm good.
What did you do today, Pan?
Today, I go to school and I learn English.
I go to school and I learn English. Okay? Okay. Are you done eating
Yes.
and shower? Are you done? Not yet. Okay. So, may I ask you what did we tackle last Thursday? What did we talk about?
We talk about many and much.
Very good. Many and much. How about the other one? The number one. Did you still remember? It is
It is
lots of.
lot of.
Yes, okay. Now, let me share my screen. There you go. Can you now see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. So last time we talked about a lots of and much and many, right? Okay, there one. Okay. So now, lots of, let's have a short recap first before we proceed to number 3. Lots of are used in affirmative with countables and uncountable nouns. Okay? Like stars in the sky. The stars in the sky cannot be counted. Milk in the bottle cannot be counted also. Okay? So when you use many, you will only use this for with countables when you are asking a question or a negation, and much for uncountable. But you could use many and much for affirmative formal English. Okay? All right. Now let's go to number 3. Many and much are used after so. Like for example, there are so many children in the room that there's no place to sit. Okay? So after so. So, I mean. Okay, now I'll give you example. Okay, can you please read?
are so many fruits in the table.
Very good. How about this one? How about this?
This playground is giving so much fun to children.
So do you see the so? This playground is giving so much fun to children. And also the first example, there are so many fruits in the table. Okay? Do you have questions for number 3, Tan?
No.
Okay. Now, let's see if you understand number 3. Many and much are used after so. Okay. Now, can you make your own example with the word so many or so much? Okay. You give three sentences. Okay. Let's see if you understand how to use many and much using after so. Okay? Okay, just try to make an example. Very good. There are so many apples because it's already so many. And much and many is already plural. Okay? But if you will only say a few uh, less, that is only for singular. Okay? So there are so many apples in my bag. There are so many pencils. Very good. Correct. Pencils on the desk. There are so much water under the sofa. There are so much water. Okay, very good. Let's make more examples, Pan, so that you could really understand how to use so much and so many. Okay? How about this one? Can you please read?
There will be a quick activity tomorrow in our school. That would be so much fun.
Okay, so you could also use so much for an expression. Do you know what's an expression? Okay, an expression is like you are amazed on what you saw. Okay, so that would be so much fun. Connect to the quiz B activity tomorrow. Okay, so for example, you could use so much for a greeting. For example, thank you so much. An appreciation, right? Okay. For so many, you could also do this way. How about this one? How about that one? Can you please read?
There will be so many people in the reading program on the
25th.
25th of March.
Okay, very good. All right. So now let's go to number 4. Using a few, a little, a few and a little. But you could also use very for few, or you could also use very little or very few. So you will use a few for countables and a little for uncountables now. Uncountable now. So a few with countables or a little with uncountables mean some. Okay, so when you say a few, it could also be said as some. Like for example, a few hours. You could also say some hours. Some means but not much. A little and a few also means but not much. Okay, so either you can use some if you want to add your sentence a little or a few. Okay, like a little jam of bread or some jam of bread. Okay, so very few or very little mean not enough. Okay, for a few and a little, it is but not much. For very few or very little, it means it is not already enough. Okay, so for example, I need a few eggs and a little butter to make a cake. So it is not that much, only little. Okay, so number 2, there are very few eggs and there is very little butter. We need to buy some. So very few is not enough. Very little is also not enough. Look at the sentence back. Understand the sentence. There are very few eggs and there is very little butter. So it is not enough. So he need to buy some. We need to buy some. So for example, let's use first a few and a little. Okay, how about this one? Okay, can you please read?
I need a few students and a few teachers to
Participate
in the dance competition.
competition. Okay, so when using very few and very little, you could say this way. Okay, can you please read?
There's only a few
Flour.
flour to make this bread.
Okay, so it means it is not enough, right? So how about very little? Hmm, else could we make for very little? Okay, how about this one?
There is a very little sugar in
In the jar.
in the jar. We need to buy more in gro-
Grocery.
grocery store.
Okay, very good. Now, um, please make first 5 examples for a few. You could use both or you could use each of them, okay? A few and a little. 5 examples of a few or a little. Okay, and let's check if you got it, and if it's not, let's make more examples, okay? All right, now you may start. Okay, Tan, did you already make a sentence? You can just send it because we already have not enough time left. Okay, you could just send it. Since we don't have enough time left. It's okay if it's not 5. Okay, I have a few good friends. Very good. I need a few milk to make cake. Very good. That's it. So, okay. Thank you for participating today, Tan. And very good that you already know how to make a sentence using a few. And for our next meeting, we will use a little again, okay? And very few and very little, okay? So, thank you for your time today, Tan. And I hope you'll have a good time and a good day ahead, okay? Thank you so much, Tan, and good night. Goodbye.
Goodbye, teacher.
Goodbye.